BI includes something called Row Level Security, RLS. And what this does is it restricts data access for certain users. So I want to have a look at this for example. We might decide that we are going to allow resellers from certain business types to be able to view information differently. So I'm sitting in the sales analysis sheet and I'm going to my modeling tab in the ribbon where I'll find a button called Manage Roles. The first thing I want to do, let me move this over, is create a new role. Now the name of this new role is Specialty Bike Shop. And this really, if I click create, is people whose business type is a specialty bike shop. Now I'm actually going to create a number of roles. The second role I want to create is a value added reseller. That's a different type of business, a value added reseller, and create. But then we also have a warehouse, so I want to create that as well. And then also, what about those where neither of those business types is applicable? Then I'll just put not applicable and create. Okay, so I've created 4 roles. Let's start with, say, Specialty Bike Shop. Specialty Bike Shop gets a click, role gets a click, and add filter, 3 dots, add filter, and I'm wanting to add a filter by, not that. So I'm in reseller. Reseller, the 3 dots, add a filter by business type. This is what I want to add. Now in my DAX expression, I've got to say what business type it is. So they literally are a specialty bike shop. Be very careful with your spelling. It must be on point. And then I'm going to hit the tick. Then I'll go to the value added reseller. I'll go to reseller. I'll go to the 3 dots, add filter, and again business type. And so they literally are a reseller. Oh, value added reseller, let me just double check. Specialty shop, yeah, I think it is exactly as is. So value added reseller, tick. Then I'll go to warehouse, reseller, 3 dots, add filter, business type. The business type is warehouse, tick. And lastly, but not least, not applicable, reseller, 3 dots, add filter, business type is not applicable, tick. Okay, so we've done that. We've created our 4 roles and then we've defined what that role is, and that role is defined as a certain type of business type. So I'm now going to click the Save button so it keeps that. Alright, and what is that sticking out for? I don't want that for. Whoops, let me close that, sorry. So, okay, so we now are going to view the page as if we were one of those roles. So on the modeling tab in the ribbon is a View As button. And this window will come up. So if I say, look, I want to view it as a warehouse and OK, then what I see is the information that's relevant as the business type warehouse. If I go to View As and say, look, now I want to view it as a specialty bike shop and OK, I'm now seeing those resellers that belong to the business type specialty bike shop. And I can stop viewing just by clicking this button here as well. So the report renders the relevant data for that role. And if I stop viewing, I'm basically going back to seeing everything again. So do think about your roles and do test those roles by viewing them as the role. But we're basically ready now to publish our report to the Power BI service. So if I went to my file option and I went to publish and I went to publish it to Power BI, just move this window open. Do you want to save? Absolutely. So save that. Might take a little while to save it. You may also have to sign in. I'm just going to choose my workspace and select. Replace the data set, yes, replace it. And so it publishes it. Once it's published, of course, you're waiting for a message that says success. And once it's published you'll be able to open it in the Power BI service, which means that other people will be able to view your report on a variety of different devices. It sometimes can take a while, so you'll need to let it do its thing. You can republish it and replace it at any time when you do updates to your Power BI desktop file, and it'll just simply overwrite it. We have success, and I can now open my business analysis Power BI file in Power BI service. And so it's just connecting to the internet. I'm just moving this over for you, and we can have a look at our report. It's just loading it at the moment. And here we have our report showing in Power BI service, and others are now able to interact and work with the various pages in your report. I can close it at any time and simply choose Got It, and continue to make changes to my business analysis Power BI file using Power BI desktop, and then publish it to the Power BI service whenever I need to share that information with other users.